And this will be a map of the regional area for you as well, and one set of fishing regulations. Appreciate you stopping by.
The state of Michigan has customer service centers throughout the state to serve the public. The men and women who work at the front desks of these centers are likely the DNR employees who interact with the public the most. They are asked questions that run the gamut of natural resources, so they must be well versed on a huge spectrum of topics.
It's definitely a challenge to keep up on current regulations and keep up to speed, and to make sure we're educating the public properly and making sure they're getting good information and having a good, safe time and out there enjoying the resource while the resource is also being protected.
There's DNR customer service centers throughout the entire state. And the front desk staff meets on a regular basis to talk about a lot of coordination and consistency. If it's a statewide regulation, you want the same answer across all those customer service centers. And that's a tough coordination to get in a lot of places. And they work together to make sure they're always answering questions consistently, and working with the other divisions to make sure those divisions know how they're messaging that out to the public and giving a clear and concise response.
Emily Plinus worked in other areas at the DNR before she started her role as a front desk employee. Those experiences made her better equipped to assist the public.
I started as a short-term worker and then progressively worked my way up to a park officer. I got to do a ton of field work. So I got to assist law enforcement division. I got to assist our forest resource division, wildlife division. Everything that I picked up in the field is huge for this position because it is a desk job, but I mean, you're expected to know exactly how much of everything a conservation officer knows, a wildlife biologist knows, our forest fire officer knows.
Front office staff hear some questions very frequently and others less often.
We'll get questions that sometimes only get asked once or twice in a year. So we do get some, I won't call them off-the-wall questions, but just infrequent questions that we just don't get very often. And that's where I have to lean to a lot of resources. In-house, we've created a lot of in-house databases, wikis, and other reference materials. And we also created basically a chat where all of our staff get together and we can quick throw questions at each other, and usually somebody has the answer out of that group. So it's a real team effort as well.
They, a lot of times, do a lot more even in coordination than just communicating with the public. They sell licenses. Sometimes they are the safety coordinators for the building within their area. They get assigned a lot of other duties just other than communicating with the public and handling phone calls. So they're very essential to our operations in the DNR.
Department of Natural Resources, this is Andy.
Andy Evans has worked at the Michigan DNR for 30 years. He's seen many changes in his time with the department.
When I started, I was with the Parks and Recreation Division, and we were literally taking campground reservations, writing them out on postcards, sending the confirmations with postage stamps. So we've had so much technology come on board over these last 30 years. And then changes too in terms of our technology for outreach to the public and educating the public. We have a larger website now and a lot more interactive online maps, a lot of online tools available now to help the public out quite a bit.
The more you know, the better and easier it is, but it's just knowing all of those little assets and different things in our department, which is a lot.
They're kind of like the unsung heroes. A lot of people don't think about how valuable the front desk staff is.